Hello, good morning. Today's Josh's Jumpstart, and today we're going to be talking about resolving concerns. Frequently, sales reps have concerns with how to resolve concerns with customers who say, you know what, I don't want to buy your product, I don't want to buy your service because I'm happy with my service right now. What they're attempting to do is they're attempting to tell you that I don't want to buy your service, I don't see a need to buy your service because I'm happy with my service. What they're doing is they're telling you, I don't see a need. It's not broke, don't fix it. So what novice salesmen, beginner salesmen will do is they'll try to hurry and fumble and they don't know what to do. They're like, crap, well, I don't even know. So you're not happy? And then at first they're like, well, they may start talking bad about the company to try to create reasons of why they should buy. And in the history of sales, has that ever worked out very well for any salesman who's talked poorly about their current company or their current service? And the answer is no. It has never happened very well. So today we're going to talk about 3 specific steps of how to resolve concerns when customers say, I'm happy with my service. So here we go. Number 1 is when they say, I'm happy with my service. I always congratulate them. That is awesome. They're a good company. I like to praise the company they're with because they're saying, hey, I like my XYZ company. I like their product, I like their service, they're good to me. And I immediately will agree with them. So number 1 is agree and praise. Okay? Praise both them and then also the company. But I like to do it in the reverse order. So like, okay, so I talk to the customer and they're like, hey, you know what? I'm happy with my current service. And the first thing I'll say is, that is awesome. You're with it. Which company are you with? And then they'll say that. And I'll say, you know what? A lot of people really like that company. And they have nothing but good to say about them. That is awesome. And how long you been with them? And sometimes people will say they want to keep track, almost like they're proud of how long they've been with their current company. And they could say, I've been with my current company for 10, 15, 20 years. You know what I say? I say, that's awesome. They're a great company. They're lucky to have you. You're exactly the kind of customer we're looking for. See, what we're doing is we're just taking it and we're spinning it because they're saying, I don't want to switch to you because I'm happy with my service and I'm loyal because of X number of years. And I take that and I embrace it and I congratulate them and I say, you know what? You're exactly the kind of customer we're looking for. We want you to be with us for 30 years, or 40 years, or 50 years. And we want to provide the same level of service that your kids will love and your grandkids will love. We want to be invited to your kids' weddings. And at this point, the customer knows that I'm kind of joking, I'm having kind of fun with them on the doors, but they know that I'm dedicated to helping them out. So number 1 is agree with them, praise them, okay? Praise them, okay? Number 2 is help them understand, okay? Because they don't understand. So number 2 is understand. A lot of times when I'll make a phone call or I'll knock on a door and the customer will say to me the same thing, I'm happy with my service, I don't see a reason to switch, and I'll tell them I will always reference a neighbor. So I guess that would be 1.2, okay? It's called bandwagoning, so do bandwagon, okay? Bandwagon. You say, you know what, I totally understand where you're coming from. Your other neighbors, they didn't switch because they weren't happy with the service. And that needs to be the trigger point, okay? Your neighbors, they're not switching because they're unhappy with the service. And then it's like a bing, a light goes off. And now they're like, oh, really? Well, why are they switching? Now the customer is asking you questions. And then you can explain all of the benefits. Okay? So the benefits. And what are the benefits to the product or service that you're offering? Are there benefits that are maybe unique to only your company? And maybe it's the same benefit, but it's brand new. As some of you know, in the past, I've actually sold trash cans before. And the silly thing about trash cans is, how do you make trash cans exciting, crazy, cool, sexy? You know what? we're not going to give you a pre-owned can that's stinky and gross. We're going to give you a brand new can. Have you ever smelt a brand new trash can? You lift up the lid and it just has this aura of freshly made plastic. Okay, now at this point, am I kind of stretching to show a benefit? Yes, but is there a benefit though? Is there a benefit to having a brand new trash can versus a gross trash can? Another thing that I'll do is I'll say, you know what? I understand you're happy with your service. Your neighbors I talked to, they were all happy with the service. But the one thing that they thought about, they really liked, is we actually give them a brand new trash can. They noticed that their old can had a serious case of ICS. And then the customer says, well, what's ICS? And that's what we tell them, icky can syndrome. And that's when they usually laugh. Okay? I use a lot of laughter when I do my presentations or my conversations, or when I do my approach, because it's funny. It lightens the mode. And so I'll use that as some humor, like, hey, you know what? Do you guys have the same thing? You guys, how long have you been in your house? The customer says 8-10 years. Okay, so have you had the same cans? Yeah. So you probably have the same thing as the Joneses did next door. You guys probably have a serious case of ICS, icky can syndrome. And the thing that the Joneses really got excited about is we're going to give them a brand new trash can. See, you can still be happy with your service, but just not know that there's a problem. And so when you can agree with them, you can help them understand that people aren't switching because they're unhappy with the service. They're switching simply because they see new benefits, additional benefits that they didn't know before. And then number 3, concerned, I'm happy with my service, is you can be excited. Okay? You could be excited about this new adventure. And you kind of have to pitch it like it is a new adventure. You know, like, you know what? A lot of our customers, they get excited about switching over because they're happy with the service, but there's that possibility of, like, you know what? There could be this extreme excitement for a new product, a new service. It's like a new honeymoon field, starting over, a fresh start, just a brand new company we're gonna bust our tush to give you the kind of service that you deserve and you need. Okay? And get them excited about something different that you guys do. What makes you guys different? I already talked about maybe a new trash can. What are some unique products and services that your company does? And you know what? Be unique, be creative, make it fun. Have fun on the doors. And I promise you, by doing these 3 things, agree with them. So if they say I'm happy with my service, number 1, agree with them. Praise them for being loyal to the company, and then spin around and say, you know what? We want that same loyalty in our company. You've been with them for 20 years. We want you to be with us for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. We want to provide service to your kids, your grandkids. And this whole time, I'm keeping it light and I'm using humor. Number 2, understand. Help them understand, you know, other people that switched over, they're not switching over because they're unhappy. Maybe some of them are, but most of them are switching over because they see that the value that we're bringing to them is much superior than what they are right now. So they're satisfied. But with us, they can be ecstatic. They can be excited. And number 3 is get excited. So get excited about what are the different products and services that you offer that make you unique. And you know what? If the only thing is it's brand new, if even you're selling something silly like trash cans like me, it's a brand new trash can. It's not pre-owned or used or gross. It doesn't come pre-stinky. You guys get to personalize it with your own personal family stink. Okay? It doesn't have ICS, icky can syndrome. Have some fun with it, make it exciting, and that is how you resolve concerns with I'm happy with my service. This is Josh Barnett. Hope you enjoyed this free training. Have a great day and tune in next time. Thanks. Bye.